What's going on, guys? So I thought it would be beneficial for me to bring you some videos on supplementation, some of the things that I take, as well as some of the things that people I know in the bodybuilding community, fitness industry take to help us get some gains. So the first thing that I want to say is that supplements are exactly that, right? They're made to supplement into your diet. They're never made to take the place of something. So when you're talking about protein, carb drinks like Carblin, stuff like that, the only time that I would ever suggest using those things in place of food is when you can't physically eat that much food. So if you're on a bulk and you have a super high amount of calories that you're supposed to be hitting every day, you want to make sure you're staying within your macros, you want to make sure you're eating enough protein, etc., etc. That's a great time to do it. If you're cutting, I always recommend, and this is something that I follow wholeheartedly, is eating whole foods. It'll help you stay satiated longer. If you eat chicken breast or if you eat ground beef or lean ground turkey, something like that, it's going to keep you full for much longer. So that's just a tip from me. Let's get into this video. This video today is going to be about creatine. So first, what is creatine? Creatine is derived from amino acids. It's a naturally occurring substance in your body. Your body can actually make creatine, but it can only make it on very small scale. So it can make 1 to 2 grams a day, whereas with supplementation, you want to supplement somewhere around 5 grams a day. That goes into the next topic, how much. So how much should you be taking? Now you'll see on some bottles, it'll say you should have a preload stage with 20 grams or 25 grams for 10 days or 20 days or something like that. Personally, I don't do that. I've never seen any benefit to that. I think part of it is just the supplement industry trying to get your money, trying to get you to constantly buy products. That's my opinion. I've seen some other people who have the same opinion, and like I said, I've never personally seen any gains from it, any extra gains. So, it's up to you if you want to try that out. By all means, go for it, see if it works for you. Everybody's different. So I would never tell you, no, if something didn't work for me, it's never going to work for you. Do 5 grams a day, stay on it. Don't worry about cycling off. Some of them will say to cycle off. Some of them will say that you can stay on it. Creatine is one of the most widely researched supplements in the entire industry. So I encourage you to do some research yourself. Don't take just my word for things. Go watch either other YouTubers, Google it, go to examine.com, research things, and see what kind of benefits different supplements will have. They have a ton of information on there. That's a really great place to go. I actually learned about that website from Rob Lipset, who's also a YouTuber. Do your own independent research, figure out what you want to try, and then start implementing it. If it's not working the way you want it to, change it up a little bit. There's nothing wrong with doing something for yourself that's different than what other people do. Just because something works for me, again, doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to work for you. So there's also multiple kinds of creatine out there. What kind is the best? The creatine that has the most research done on it is creatine monohydrate. Creatine monohydrate is what I use. Typically I buy it in bulk packets. You can use whatever supplement company you want. You can try different types if you want. I highly suggest doing creatine monohydrate because, like I said, it's the most researched, it's the most well known, and it's also the most widely used. Keep in mind, there's supplement companies out there who, I don't want to say necessarily are going to scam you, but they are. They're also putting other things in their creatine that you don't necessarily need. A lot of sugars, a lot of flavoring, stuff like that. I always buy straight, unflavored creatine monohydrate, and I found that to always be the best one for me. All right, next, when to take it. Studies have shown that it doesn't matter at all when you take it. If you want to take it when you get up in the morning because you think it's going to shuttle to your muscles faster, by all means, go for it. If you want to take a pre-workout, go for it. If you want to take it after your workout, go for it. If you want to take it before bed, go for it. If you want to wake up in the middle of the night and be a bro and take it in the middle of the night, whatever, man. Do whatever you want. The one thing that I would say is that make sure that you're getting at least 5 grams a day and keep it consistent. You're not going to see gains or any added benefits really from creatine unless you're on it for a minimum of like 3 to 4 weeks, right? Most serving sizes and directions on the back of the package will say that you need to be on it for at least 30 days. So take it for 30 days, see what kind of benefits you get from it, and then you can adjust from there. If you like taking it at a certain time because you feel like it gives you a benefit to take it right after your workout, go for it. It also doesn't matter what you take it with, right? So you want to take it with protein, go for it. You want to take it with whatever your drink is at lunch, go for it. You want to throw it in a shaker bottle for while you're at the gym and sip on it with some branch chains or something like that, go for it. Whenever you want to take it is completely fine. So there's also a lot of information out there. As with anything on the internet, there is good information and bad information. That's why I always tell you guys, make sure that you're doing your own independent research, right? So there's a lot of noise out there about creatine causing a lot of water retention, and it does to an extent, but what it actually does is goes into your muscles and it's intracellular. So it goes into the cells and the water is absorbed into the cells. So your cells themselves are actually expanding with the water that they're soaking in from the extra creatine, right? It's not going into your body subcutaneously, right? And causing, bloat and, you'd feel like you just ate a 5-pound burrito from Chipotle, stuff like that. You're not just going to go to the gym and do cardio and sweat it out and feel like, oh, well, now my creatine's gone. That's not the way it works. It goes into your muscles. And that's what leads us to our next topic, which is, should I take it on a cut or should I take it on a bulk? Or can I take it either way? Truth is, you can take it either way. Because it's not subcutaneous water retention and because it is intracellular, if you're taking it while you're cutting and you're shredded, it's just going to make your muscles pop that much more, right? And because you have that extra water retention in your muscles and your muscles are fuller, they're able to have a more explosive workout. Creatine is used as a form of energy in the body for high intensity workouts and short durations of time. So if you're, doing deadlifting and stuff like that, it may be able to help you, and you may see, gains that you can actually see in some kind of, poundage increase or speed of your lifts, something like that that's actually measurable, as opposed to somebody like me who's not always concerned with the amount of weight that they lift, more with what they're actually doing with the weight and the mind to muscle connection for hypertrophy and maximum building of aesthetic muscles. Lastly, how much does it cost? Creatine in the supplement industry, for the amount of stuff that's out there, it's relatively inexpensive. You can find some that are better forms than others, and you can also find some that are a little bit cheaper. So if you're on a budget, you can definitely get some for a good price compared to some of the other supplements that you could buy that aren't going to give you as much gains, branch chains and other things like that we'll get into in later videos. So do I recommend creatine? Yes. Is it going to cause water retention? Intracellular water retention? Yes. Subcutaneous? No. So it's not going to make you bloated and all nasty feeling. Does it work? Yes. How much should you take? 5 grams a day. Do you need to preload it? No. Those are my tips, guys. Feel free to leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what's worked for you. And until the next video, I'm out.